I have done over 200 deals on the island of Puerto Rico worth tens of millions of dollars. And these are the 5 levels of real estate investing on the island. Level 1, let's talk about property wholesaling. This is where most people start. You don't need money, credit, or any experience at all. You just have to go out and find the deal of a lifetime, lock it up under contract, and then flip it to a real estate investor for a nice fee. When I was first starting out, this was one of the techniques that I used to like to use. And that first check I got proved to me that it was real. And anybody can do it. So if you're starting with nothing, wholesaling can be your foot in the door. But be careful. From there, you want to start stacking cash so that you can move on to number 2 or number 3, which is going to be flips or rentals. So remember, wholesaling is an entry point, but not the destination. Like most real estate investors, my business partner, Adon, started out as a wholesaler. He didn't even know that he was going to do it. He came to me with a deal. It was a really good deal. I would even venture so far as to say maybe the deal of a lifetime. We put it under contract, and we were going to go about fixing it up and selling it, but we were going to have to raise all of the money and find the contractors. And lo and behold, the guy who was with us the day that Adon brought the deal had a buyer. So this was low-hanging fruit and Adon's first deal. And we wholesaled that property for $180,000 more than we had it under contract for. That's one hell of a first deal as a wholesaler. So Adon and I paid the guy who brought the buyer $25,000, and then we split the balance. We even incorporated a little bit of seller financing, so we got some fat interest for about a year, and then we got paid off with a great big fat check. Now, level 2, fix and flip. As a fix and flip real estate investor, you're actually buying properties, closing on them, and then taking them from start to finish, reimagining what the highest and best use is, fixing them up, and then putting them back on the market for resale. It takes more money, it's more risk, but the upside is bigger because you own the deal, and you're a real estate investor at this point, for sure and certain. So now with that wholesale deal that Adon had under his belt, he was ready to move on to a fix and flip. And we bought a 4-family house in Rio Piedras that needed everything, by the ways, guys. It was completely vacant when we got it, and we bought it for $175,000. We got a partner to come in with the money who gave us the $175 to buy it. We spent $70 on that renovation. So $175 plus $70, and then we sold it for $350,000 after we fixed the property up. So now after you're doing the fix and flip, the next level is to take those profits and relationships and move in to fix and hold. So remember, flips create chunks of cash. Rentals create cash flow. Wholesaling is a well-paid job, but you're not quite a real estate investor. So moving on to level 3, rentals and small multifamily properties. This is where the game changes because you're building cash flow instead of just working and trading time for money. You want to buy things that are going to pay you month after month. This can be single-family rentals or multifamily deals like 3-family houses, 4-family houses. We're about to buy 50 units. Could be you. So guys, when we came to the island of Puerto Rico, we came with 3 business models in mind. We were going to buy and fix up and resell single-family homes, which we did. It was a great business. That's fix and flip. We were going to buy small multifamilies and fix them up and keep them. So these were those 3, 4, 5-family homes or larger, and we would buy them, renovate them, put renters in them, and hang on to them. We still own most of those today. In fact, we've got over 100 doors of the long-term rents, and we used the wholesaling, which was the third business. We were going to buy some things and just sell it off to other real estate investors real quick. We used that money plus the flip money to buy the rental properties, and now we've got monthly recurring revenue through rents that's non-taxable, by the way, through 2040. Wow, we can do another video about that. I'll let you do the math. I think our average is between $600 a month and $1,000 per door. Let's say we've got 115 doors on the island. We're at about 95% occupancy, so there you go. You got the equation. With this business, to keep going, you're going to build a skill set. You're going to prove that you can manage properties. You're going to prove that you can keep things moving, and you're going to keep buying more and more and more and expand that portfolio, increasing the cash flow and building yourself some, hopefully, generational wealth. And guys, once you've got a couple of wins under your belt, you get to look back and point to your success, and that track record catapults you into the conversation to be able to buy bigger and bigger deals. Right now, we're in the process of closing on a 52-unit apartment complex that's going to increase our cash flow by about $30,000 a month. 1 flip check's nice. 10 rent checks, That's financial freedom. Level 4, mid-size multifamilies. I guess I kind of started to allude to it before we even got to it, that 52 unit deal that we're doing. Because these mid-sized, we're talking about 10 to 50 units. This is where the game changes, guys. You're able to buy this amount of doors in one place. You're able to go and get that 10 rental doors, which is financial freedom, but you're doing it in one spot. The management becomes easier as you scale, and the checks become bigger as you scale. So this really does start to lead to that magical thing, financial freedom, generational wealth even. Guys, real estate investing is the most tried and proven way for anyone throughout history, basically, to create or keep their wealth. So if you've got a great job and you're making a good chunk of money and you want to own some rental properties, that's how you'll build wealth. If you're a real estate investor doing fix and flips, and you then start investing in some small multifamilies, and then you move on to the bigger multifamilies, you're going to get rich. And I'm not saying you get rich overnight, guys, because real estate's not a get rich overnight game, but it is a for sure and certain get rich over a decade game. Just give me 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, stay in the grind, and keep building, guys. So guys, at this level, when you're buying these mid-size multi-units, each one of them can start to pay for your entire life. So with us, I've told you a couple times, we're buying a 52 unit. It brings in about $30,000 in monthly recurring revenue through rents, paid for by the government. So this is a dream scenario for us. That is way better than any high-paying job that I would probably get. The cash flow from this one deal will more than pay for all of my expenses for me and my entire family every month, month after month. And then every time we buy another one, we get more cash flow. Guys, I'm just telling you about the cash flow benefits, the wealth building benefits. I'm not even talking, or I'm leaving on the shelf, the fact that you get to depreciate all of these assets. So you'll be able to bring in this income very likely without having to pay very much in tax, especially on the island of Puerto Rico, because the long-term rental income that you generate on these kind of properties is actually 0% taxed on the island through 2040. Through, I guess we're calling it Statute 132. I never know what to call it, but it's an act that's been around, or it's a statute that's been around since 2011. It just got extended, so we're very excited about that. This is why we're going to continue to invest in these mid-size apartment complexes for the foreseeable future, and why you should be thinking about it too. Owning these kind of assets gives you the leverage that you need to jump into level 5. You're really going to jump into the deep end of the pool where the big boys play. So let's talk level 5. Hotels and even larger long-term rental complexes. This is what we see as the top level. Buying entire hotels or big apartment complexes. It takes serious capital. You need top-notch management, and you'd better be one hell of an operator. But also we're talking about life-changing wealth and legacy plays. This is leaving an inheritance for your children's children's children. We've been very fortunate on the island of Puerto Rico that we've been able to work through all of these levels. Guys, I said this earlier, we came to the island with 3 business models. We were going to buy some single-family homes that we could fix up and sell. We were going to buy some small multifamily homes that we could fix up and rent. That was our core business. And as a real estate investor, you're also always going to be wholesaling some deals. Those 3 business models hit it out of the park for us, and it catapulted us to the next and the next and the next level. So we've, over the course of almost 8 years now, accumulated 100 or more doors, long-term rents, and we've got about 80 or so nightly rental doors across the island over several hospitality plays. And we've used Act 60 tourism tax credits to get nearly 40% of our money back on these hotel developments. So that means that you could take something that was a multifamily home and renovate it into a guest house or a hotel and put that property through Act 60, jump through all of the hoops that you need to jump through, have the money that the property makes have only a 4% corporate tax, and get 40% of your total development back. That's purchase price, renovation costs, first year's operation, and first year's marketing budget, all put into a bucket, and you get 40% through tax credits, which are then liquidated about 93% on the dollar. That's why I said about 40%. Now, if you get there and you're doing deals at level 5, you've arrived. Congratulations. And remember this, you don't generally start here. You build up to it. Each level gives you skills, money, and credibility to play at the next level. Level 5 is not luck. It's the result of leveling up and collecting skill sets along the way and having a track record of success. So that's what I see as the 5 levels of Puerto Rico real estate investing: wholesaling, flips, rentals, mid-size, and hospitality. And guys, while some of this stuff may seem out of reach for you today, maybe you just need to concentrate on doing that first wholesale deal. Or maybe you're ready to take it to the next level and start doing fix and flips or holding some rental properties. Wherever you're at in your real estate investing story, we want to be a part of that story. We'd love for you to join our free community. I've told you a couple times in this video that I'd love to send you the link so that you can come and join us for free. So we partner on tons of deals on the island of Puerto Rico. We'd like to partner with you. Join us over there on the Flip Flop Flipper community by commenting yes, and you'll get the link. It's also in the description. We've got other communities. We've got other content. Do all the things with the likes and the subscribes. God bless. Watch this next.